The Taxon Archive Lab Library, or TAL, is a database and teaching tool for landscape materials. The database is open and extendable to capture the ever-varied materials that make up Hong Kong's constructed terrains. The TAL library helps us to challenge and rethink traditions of making and material experimentation, and ultimately to re-engage with notions of environment in landscape architecture.
This video introduces the lab component of TAL. The lab is the experimental arm of the database. Part material science, part material fabrication, the lab aims to develop new techniques for incorporating material-based knowledge into the design process. It also provides a pedagogical framework and set of tools to facilitate testing procedures that connect landscape design with material process.
We have employed a two-pronged approach to develop the lab. The first consists of student-led materials research, while the second, led by TAL, works to engage local processes and practices to rethink Hong Kong's material use through a methodological framework for building with urban soils. Both approaches are conducted through experimentation and making, using materials that were locally sourced and extracted.
Student-led material exploration is developed within our graduate and undergraduate courses using the lab's resources to strengthen students' material literacy. It helps strengthen the connection between material qualities, origins, and fabrication methods within a wider context of sustainable practices. Equipped with essential digital, conceptual, and manual tools for design, students create material prototypes combining standard operating methodologies and self-directed experimentation. Students investigate multiple iterations of each material prototype, reinforcing the need for constant innovation and flexibility in thought and process. The student-led research projects transform these products of material observation into design methodology and create connections within existing cultural, economic, and chemical physical processes within Hong Kong and the world.
TAL, as a research lab, aims to create a methodological framework that can deal with complex urban resources. In our current exploration, we examine construction soil reuse and reutilization through site visits, conversations, and by tracking material flows. We are developing a methodology for material literacy that exemplifies strategies for reusing urban soil through mapping, testing, and processing. This approach to understanding site-to-fabrication processes aims to expand to other raw materials within Hong Kong, helping to redirect the trajectory of local linear material economies into an understanding and eventual implementation of short-distance circular concepts.
Transportation cost and space constraints are inherent when working with large volumes of material in an urban setting. We therefore bridge from one-to-one material prototypes to scenarios for replicable on-site production and fabrication. The documentation of this process serves as a blueprint for students to further their own material processing prototypes. When working with materials in the lab, we aim to develop methods for understanding material properties and capacities. We record the variables encountered in fabrication to facilitate the rigors of material-oriented design, and we expose our material samples to testing from disciplinary and non-disciplinary fields.
As TAL matures, we aim to broaden its impact by establishing long-term fieldwork and collaborations with local institutions. For testing material weathering, we are collaborating with the Ecological Learning Center at Tai Tam Tuk to expose our materials to climatic conditions in order to test the suitability for student-led research and TAL prototypes for outdoor design applications.
The installation has a dual purpose, as an educational tool for Hong Kong's youth showcasing innovative material prototypes and illustrating the potential reuse of raw materials, typically delineated as waste. It sets up paths to link streams of research, fieldwork, and design.